There is no gift that is greater than Iman. No amount of wealth is more valuable than Iman. No amount of property is more valuable than Iman. No amount of shops are more valuable than Iman. No amount of degrees from any university is more valuable than Iman. That's why on a daily basis we have to make the effort of Iman. Speaking about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, developing our heart and our connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to say from the inner soul, أقوى من كل قوي أعز من كل عزيز أجل من كل جليل أكرم من كل كريم أعلم من كل عليم. Allah is greater than anything that has greatness, more powerful than anything that has power, more knowledgeable than anything that has knowledge, more noble than anything with nobility, more majestic than anything that has majesty. Is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. يفعل ما يشاء يهدي من يشاء يعز من يشاء يذل من يشاء يبسط الرزق لمن يشاء ويقدر يؤيد بنصره من يشاء قل اللهم مالك الملك تؤتي الملك من تشاء وتنزع الملك ممن تشاء وتعز من تشاء وتذل من تشاء بيدك الخير إنك على كل شيء قدير وما تشاءون إلا أن يشاء الله ما شاء الله كان كما شاء كان في الوقت الذي شاء على الوجه الذي شاء بغير زيادة ولا نقصان ولا تقدم ولا تأخر وما لم يشأ لم يكن. Nothing happens on this earth besides with the permission of Allah. Nothing can happen without the permission of Allah. Nothing did happen without the permission of Allah. Allah is in control of everything. His hand is above everything. His hand is in control of everything. He's the doer of everything. Allah is the one that decides, and it happens according to the decision of Allah. It does not happen more than Allah wants it. It will never happen less than Allah wants it. Precisely, exactly like how Allah wants it. فَإِذَا جَاءَ أَجَلُهُمْ لَا يَسْتَأْخِرُونَ سَاعَةً وَلَا يَسْتَقْدِمُونَ. When Allah wants death to come to someone, it will not give that person even 1 second to live more than the time. Nor will it give that person 1 second to live less than the time that has been decreed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam as a mercy to the whole of mankind. وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَاكَ إِلَّا رَحْمَةً لِلْعَالَمِينَ. That we sent Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam as a mercy to the whole of mankind. And Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, his life, they speak of in this world that people have rights, we have rights, and our bodies have rights, and our neighbors have rights, and there are rights to our women folk, and there's rights to the students, and there's rights to the people. They speak about different rights. In Islam they have rights, but more than the person's rights, we try and fulfill not only the rights. Rights are very bare minimal. Very bare minimal is a person's rights. We try and go to a degree higher than that to show a person fulfillment of his rights, but additional to that, to show him kindness, to show him affection, to show him love, to do higher than just basic rights. In rights, a person has just a few things to fulfill and his rights are fulfilled. Islam has taught us that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was an embodiment of kindness. His entire existence was kindness to every single facet of human existence. فَبِمَا رَحْمَةٍ مِّنَ اللَّهِ لِنْتَ لَهُمْ. Allah declares this in the Quran, that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was an embodiment of kindness. Every aspect of his, every movement of his, everything that he did, every thing that was in his possession, and in the way that he dealt with any situation, was a situation that he taught people, and he implemented kindness in every facet of mankind's existence. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said it was through the mercy, through the blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that the softness and kindness and compassion was in the heart of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam encouraged every single human being, every Muslim in this ummah of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, al-mu'minu ma'lafun. A person that is a believer, he is an embodiment of compassion. He is an embodiment of kindness. وَلَا خَيْرَ فِي مَنْ لَا يَأْلَفْ وَلَا يُؤْلَفْ. And Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, there is no goodness in such a person, there is no goodness in such a person who does not show compassion, who does not show love, who does not show kindness. There is no goodness in such a person. Nor is there goodness in such a person who is not shown love. People do not love him. People do not show kindness to him. People do not show compassion to him. Then even in such a person, there is no goodness. And any person that is given a portion of rifq, who is given a portion of kindness, فَقَدْ أُعْطِيَ حَدًّا مِنَ الْخَيْرِ, then he is given a great portion of goodness. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam has said, that means a person should get a portion of this goodness, of rifq, of softness, of gentleness. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when He speaks about Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, and He describes the Sahaba, the companions of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, He states, Muhammadur Rasulullah, وَالَّذِينَ مَعَهُ أَشِدَّاءُ عَلَى الْكُفَّارِ رُحَمَاءُ بَيْنَهُمْ. The quality of the Sahaba radiyallahu ta'ala anhum ajma'in is they showed compassion amongst themselves. They showed kindness amongst themselves. It was a special quality that was developed in Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, which he implemented and developed amongst the Sahaba of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And the Quran bore testimony to the fact that they had mercy amongst themselves. ثُمَّ كَانَ مِنَ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَتَوَاصَوْا بِالصَّبْرِ وَتَوَاصَوْا بِالْمَرْحَمَةِ. They used to mutually consult and mutually advise one another with regards to patience, and they used to mutually encourage one another towards being merciful. It was a quality amongst the Sahaba. Abu Hurairah radiyallahu ta'ala an, he's the narrator of the hadith, and he states, once Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam ba'athana Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, one day he sent us out, and he told us that if you find so and so, fulanan wa fulanan min Qurayshin wa sammahuma, if you find so and so from amongst the Quraysh, and these people harmed Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, they hurt the Sahaba radiyallahu ta'ala anhum ajma'in. So Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, if you find so and so from amongst the Quraysh, and he took their names, he said, when you catch them, then you should burn them. You catch them and you burn them alive. This is what Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said to Abu Hurairah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. So he was going with the jama'ah, and Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam called him back. As they were leaving, he called them back. He called Abu Hurairah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu back. He said, I told you if you find so and so, you should burn them. Allah has prohibited us from burning anyone. Allah, this is the mercy of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. He said, if you find so and so, never ever burn someone. Because the teaching of Islam is, we never ever burn any person. Even if we want to punish someone, even if it is a legal ruling that we need to punish someone, we never ever burn someone. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he was once going in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They were in one area. There's another narration that states, and this teaches us about Islam, to show us that Islam has prohibited a person from having a dog. It is prohibited in Islam for a person to have a dog, because a dog is najis, a dog is impure, and a Muslim needs to be pure. It's also, there are hadith that the dog should not be inside a person's house, and there are many hadith but Islam did not teach us that we should be unkind to dogs. Islam has not taught us that we should be harsh to dogs. There was a narration amongst the Bani Israel, one woman, she was kind to a dog, and Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, this woman that was an evil woman, her kindness to a dog made her enter into Jannah. And another woman that was harsh, and she deprived a cat from some water to drink, and the cat died because of her depriving the cat from drinking water. This will be the means of this woman entering into the fire of Jahannam. So Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he was with his Sahaba, and he seen there was a bird, and this bird had its babies with it. And the people, some of the companions, they took away the babies. They took away the small little babies of the bird. And the bird was busy flapping its wings, and it was going through a miserable state that someone had taken the chicks away and the babies away from her. And the bird was flapping its wings. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam seen this bird, being in this terrible condition, and he asked, Man fajja'a hadhihi biwaladiha? Who has disturbed this bird in this condition that this bird's babies have been taken away? And Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, they said so and so. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Rudduha ilayya, that return the chicks, return the babies back, because he was showing compassion and mercy even when he seen a bird going through such difficulty. And as they travel a little forward, they seen that there was an ant hole where ants were living inside, and someone burnt it. Someone burned the ant hole. And Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam cautioned the Sahaba radiyallahu ta'ala anhum ajma'in. So much mercy was in the heart of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam that he cautioned the Sahaba. And he said, Man harraqa hadi? Who burned this ant hole? Because in Islam, we do not burn ant holes. We do not burn insects. We do not burn animals. We do not burn a human being. This is not the way we deal in these situations. Once Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam was on the outskirts of Medina Munawwara, and there was a person who was slaughtering an animal. He was slaughtering an animal. But this person, while he was slaughtering the animal, he was taking his leg, his foot, and he was putting his leg on the neck of the animal. He was putting his leg on the neck of the animal. And he was tramping the animal with his leg, and choking the animal with his leg. And he had the knife in his hand, and he was sharpening the knife in front of the animal. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, as a mercy sent by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to the haywanat, to the nabatat, to the jamadat. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam was sent as a mercy to all the creations until the day of Qiyamah. He cautioned this person, and he said, how many times do you want to kill this animal? He put it as a question. How many times do you want to kill this animal? One is just to slaughter. That's why the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam states, Inna Allah kataba al-ihsana ala kulli shayin. Allah has ordained that we should be kind to all of the creation. This is Allah's ordainment. This is what Allah has made farad upon us, that we should be kind to all of the creation. So when you want to kill something, then kill it completely. Don't leave it in between, half alive and half dead. فَإِذَا ذَبِحْتُمْ فَأَحْسِنُوا الذِّبْحَةَ. When you want to slaughter the animal, then slaughter the animal completely. Cut all the veins so the animal is in a complete state of slaughtered and it has died completely. And do not sharpen the sword in front of the animal, the knife in front of the animal. The thing that you want to slaughter the animal with, you don't keep it in front of the animal, because now you are killing the animal. How many times do you want to kill the animal? You're making the animal scared. وَلْيُرِحْ ذَبِيحَتَهُ, and comfort the animal. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam has taught us in the hadith. That's why we have one narration where Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam came forward, and subhanallah, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam got a complaint where a sheep started coming to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, complaining about its master, complaining about the owner of the sheep. That's why we have a hadith, many ahadith where we see the animals coming to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. In his Hajjatul Wada, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam was in his final Hajj. And at that time, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam said he would like to slaughter 100 camels. 100 camels he slaughtered in his Hajj. And the knife was given in the hand of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. And the animals, the camels, were so in love with Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, they were giving themselves over and they were coming forward to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam and saying, O Nabi of Allah, slaughter me, as if they were making the indication. And Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam slaughtered 63 camels because his age was 63. He slaughtered 63 camels with his own hand, and these animals were giving themselves over to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. So Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he was a mercy and a means of kindness to every single creation. Aisha radiyallahu ta'ala anha narrates, the narration of Tirmidhi Sharif, one person, he was from amongst the evil people of the society of Medina. He was a very bad person. Aisha radiyallahu anha seen someone at the door and he wanted to come and visit Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. She made a remark, bi'sal ashira. this person is from an evil background. He's an evil person. He has bad ways, bad qualities in him. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam invited him inside the house, and Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam let him partake of the food and spoke to him in a kind way and spoke to him in a gentle and soft way, and then let the person go. He was an evil person in society, but Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam showed him the best of akhlaq and showed him kindness and showed him mercy, and he left the house. And as he left, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam said to Aisha radiyallahu ta'ala anha that you said that he's an evil person, and yes, in society he's known as an evil person, but it will be just as evil for me to deal with him in an evil way. It will be just as evil to me. If he has evil qualities, it does not mean I should be harsh to him. It does not mean I can swear him. It does not mean I have to look down upon him. Allah put him in that condition. My responsibility is to show him kindness and to show him affection. This was the quality of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, an embodiment of compassion and mercy. Whoever seen him, they felt the mercy. Who heard him, they felt the mercy. Who came in contact with Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they felt the mercy of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. May Allah give us the tawfiq of understanding.